Now, to all the ladies in the
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Ammo, the show where I give you fellow DJs and producers tips and tricks for the club. Today is a special day in the sense that today's trick is really good, and it's a little bit more advanced than the other ones, but if you get this one down, it's a lifesaver, and it's one of my favorite transitions ever. I call this my loop out mix half tempo with sync transition. Yes, I use the sync button on this one. And later on in more tutorials or later tutorials or episodes of Ammo, I'll go ahead and do one dedicated to sync because a lot of people get mixed up when they start playing with sync or whatever. This one's really simple, so I'm just going to show you how to use it with sync, and you have to use sync for this one. So if you don't like use sync, you might as well just go now. This trick also takes advantage of a bug. Not really a bug, but like a inaccuracy in Serato DJ. I want to call it a bug just because it sounds cooler, but what I'm doing is you have two songs playing. One on deck A, one on deck B. Deck A is the higher BPM, deck B is the lower BPM. So you have something at deck A, say, riding at 128. You have another song, say, at 76 on deck B. As soon as you hit the sync button, Serato drops the BPM of deck B from 76 to half the tempo of deck A. So it jumps it down to 64. Now, when it does that, it allows you to sync, but it's synced at a lower tempo. And there's a really cool trick that results when you want to do a transition. Let me show you. So you come over here, and right now you have Firebeats Remix to Collab you're playing on deck A. That's going along, and you want to transition down to Beyonce 711 Jack U remix, but this tempo is 75 BPM. So what you do is you hit sync button on deck B, the lower tempo record, which in this case happens to be Beyonce. Hit the sync button. The sync button automatically cuts the sync, cuts the song BPM, cuts it down to 64, which is half of what is on deck A. So it cuts it half of what's on deck A. On deck B, and of course you do all this in your headphones, on deck B you set the tempo up to plus 16, so it gives you more room to move the Beyonce to the original tempo that you want it to be at. You could use it wide, but 16 is fine. So what you do is you take the record, get it ready, you're queuing it up, doing this, everything in the headphones, of course. So what you're gonna do is just mix in the Beyonce with the Firebeats. So it's mixing in. And just for effect, loop out the Firebeats. Move the BPM of Beyonce to the original BPM that you want. Boom. Now, the beauty of this transition is it takes a record, say at 128, and moves it all the way down to 140 or 136, or moves it up. But it gives you the feel that everything is still moving faster when you're actually going down to a lower BPM. And it works great with BPM, with records that are at like 50, 60 BPM, 60, 70, 80s, even up to 90, it works great. Because when you hit the sync button on a record with the BPM that low, Serato, instead of adjusting it, say, from 128, instead of taking the record from, say, 80 BPM up to 128 and syncing it, and cuts the BPM down to match it halftime with the other record. I guess you would call it the bug, but to me, it's a major advantage because when you use it as a transition, it gives the feel in your mix more energy. It sounds like it's moving faster and faster when you basically cut the BPM in half and done a transition. It's a really, really good trick. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions at all, because this one's a little bit difficult, please email me, ammo@directmusicservice.com. If you liked this video, please like the video on the bottom and subscribe to this channel. I'll have many more things coming. Hit me on all my social media at Warren702, Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, all of them, Mixcloud. I look forward to bringing you another video soon and giving you more ammo for the club. Thanks again. Peace.
Yeah.